Hello guys, welcome to the full editing tutorial. Nobody really goes in depth into this. I'm going to go into depth and make it as easy as possible for y'all. So first things first, I'm going to go over my NVIDIA clipping settings so y'all know what those look like. These are all my settings. I clip in 1440p, 60 FPS. I use this encoder, and then I just drag this all the way up. Once you get your clips into CapCut, select them all. They're going to be in landscape mode. Put the whole thing in portrait mode. Drag this to 245. You can play around with this as well. Doesn't really matter what you do. Click canvas, click blur, and then it'll apply to all your clips. Now your clips are ready for TikTok format. Next thing I do personally is find an audio. So let's say I like this audio. I'll download this straight from TikTok. I'll go to MP4 to MP3 converter. I'll select the file, and then I will download it. Once you have that downloaded, you will drag this in. This is obviously not that audio, but I like to drag the volume to where like the little bits of yellow are showing, because it'll be loud enough for TikTok to hear. Once you're done with that, you can, since we're on audio, we might as well go over beats. If you need to sync beats or you need something to be on beat, for example, you can put beat 1 or beat 2, and you can cut and drag to these little beat markers. The next thing I like to do is put my watermark on the edit itself here, and then here's my voiceover, both presets. I know a lot of people wonder how to get this font. Head over to your browser, go over to Fonts 101. You're going to search Ghastly Panic. That's the name of the font. You're going to download this. You're going to install it, and then you are going to search for it. You're going to add text. You're going to search for it. It's going to be here. I'm going to go sample just for this one. Scroll down. Put shadow. I do 100. You can mess around with the settings as you please. Click glow. Mess around with this as you please. I think right there is probably okay. And then once you're done with that and you like how it looks, save it as a preset. Quick disclaimer, you cannot drag your presets out any longer than what you saved it as. So if, for an example, you want these, like this small little watermark that goes over your compass here. I'll zoom in for you guys to see. If you want this little small watermark, I saved it as a preset super long, so because you can trim these down, but you can't make them longer. So if you want a small preset like this, make sure you save it as a really long one. But if you just need a short one like this one, I usually make them about a second long. This is how long I made mine. Once you need the TTS, or if you want the TTS, you go over to Mortal Kombat Announcer right here. You're going to type in whatever your name is, and then you're just going to download it from here. Once you have the watermark, all your audio, and all your clips, I go and do the color adjustment now. Keep in mind this varies from person to person, and if you want my color settings exactly, you are going to have to make sure all of your game filters are off. If you want good color settings in game that don't mess with your clipping, go check out my color settings on my Discord. They're from the control panel instead of from an overlay. So my default settings are -17, 40, -3 exposure, 6 contrast, -3 shadow, and then 5 clarity. These are my exact color settings. I will leave a screenshot of this below in the settings folder. Once your edit looks how you want it to look, with the audio, with the adjustments, with the watermark, all the good stuff, you're going to go ahead and export. Name whatever you would like. I export out in 2K. This looks weird, but it will be compressed down later. Don't worry about this. Do custom bitrate 50,000. This is as high as CapCut will go. Keep it static. Use this codec, MP4. Make sure it is in 60 FPS, and that will make sure it's nice and smooth. Then click export. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to head over to blur. You're going to click the file you just did to ignore these two. You're going to do the one you just exported out from CapCut. You're going to click open. It is going to render it. All the settings for blur are also going to be in the folder. All you have to do is paste the settings into the config folder, and it'll do it for you. When you open Topaz from the installation I give you, it's going to give you this big update. Do not update it. It's going to make you pay. Keep it in the version that it is at. That version is fine. You're going to find the blur one that you just did. It's going to have blur on it. It's going to pop up this probably if you've done it a few times. Just open it again. You're going to go over to your presets. You're going to make a preset right now with the settings I give you. These are the settings. 2x upscale. Copy all these down. And then when you're ready to make the preset, just head over to presets and click create new, name it whatever you want, and that is it. When you go to export out, make sure you have these export settings. Copy all this. Again, if I'm going a little fast, you guys can just slow the video down or pause it as need be. You're going to export this out. You can title it whatever you want, doesn't really matter. This is probably the most important part. Go over to Handbrake, click the file that you just topaz. It's going to be a super large file. Make sure you also have room on your PC for this. Open this, let it scan. I already have a preset for this. Just copy my settings down. Uncheck all the boxes. Make sure it's an MP4 format. Go over to dimensions. None. Over here, you're going to have to, even if you have a preset, you're still going to have to change this every single time. Make sure it is in 1080 by 1920. Obviously, TikTok doesn't allow you to have 2K, 4K, or above. 1080p is the limit. Copy all these settings down. All the filters are off. For video, I even adjust stuff here. I need to make a new preset, I'm not gonna lie. I put this on 17. You can mess around with it. I put this on slowest. Make sure you are on an NVENC or GPU-based encoder, because if you're on an H.265, that is your CPU encoder, and it's gonna take forever. So make sure you're on a NVIDIA or your GPU card encoder. Copy all the settings here. Audio 256/48. For subtitles is another thing you have to do even if you have a preset. So even if you have a preset, you're still going to have to delete the subtitles every single time. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And then keep this all the same and then start your encode. Last step is you are going to go to you download LocalSend, which is also going to be in the apps folder. You download on your phone. Make sure both your phone and your computer are on the same Wi-Fi. You click the file that you got today. You click your phone. You accept it on your phone, and it transfers over to your phone. From there, you just upload it onto TikTok from your phone as you would for any other video. Disclaimer, the quality will be a little bad for the first 10 minutes to probably an hour-ish. Let it marinate. It'll get good, I promise.